Good morning everybody, and once again welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to learn how customers, organizations and company can leverage Hudi 1.0 running on EMR serverless. Hudi 1.0 has a lot of amazing updates. It brings a full-fledged database functionality on your object store. Not only that, companies can leverage and build a multimodal index on an object store, which previously years back was not even possible. You can choose from variety of indexing options such as Bloom index, record level index, column stat index, and now even build secondary index on your data lakes. So now let's learn how to use Hudi 1.0 with Spark SQL on your favorite cloud provider, Amazon Web Service. Step one is we need an EMR serverless cluster, and we can quickly provision that by going to the AWS Management Console. Here you can name your cluster as Spark cluster, right? And you can choose the latest version, which is EMR 7.5.0, and then click on the orange button. I already have a cluster provision before this, and as you can see, it is in the starting state. After doing that, the next thing is you to write your regular PySpark job, right? And I will show you how you can do that. Over here, I'm creating a Spark session, okay? And then over here, I will build my Hudi table. As you can see, I will build this table on my object store S3, and my primary key is going to be UUID. And the main focus that I'm going to show you is building secondary index with Hudi 1.0. After that, I would insert some mock data into that. As you can see, if I expand that, here you can see I have some mock records inserted into my object store. After that, I would set Hudi metadata record index enable to true. I'm going to enable this particular flag. And then now with simple Spark SQL, I can build and drop index like a pro. So I can say create index. I'm going to give this index called record index, and I'm going to be building on this particular table. And I want to build this on UUID. In my data set, I have a column called UUID. This will make sure that my point lookups are extremely fast. Not only that, now here you will also see I'm building a secondary index. Rider is a column in my data set, and I would also want to build an index on the top of that. And a good naming convention is IDX, stands for index underscore the column on which you're building an index. Now, when I'm running queries on that particular column, my queries are going to be much more efficient and faster. And then at the end, we just simply select some data from that particular table. That's about it. So now that you have your PySpark job, the next part is what we need to do. Of course, take your application ID. The application ID is this one over here, okay? Select your ARN and the bucket, right? Now, we're gonna copy this particular PySpark job on S3. As you can see, this is where I'm gonna be pushing my PySpark job on S3. So let's quickly do that. I'm gonna bring my terminal. Lovely, it says uploaded, so that's great. Now here I have a curl command. This curl command will download the latest jar file, Hudi Spark 3.5 bundle 2.12-1.0.0 jar. This is the jar required because EMR 7.5 comes with Spark version 3.5.2, and this is a compatible jar for that. Once we download the jar locally on the machine, we copy that on S3. I've already done that inside the folder jar. The commands are given to you in the blog section. Now, guess what? I'm just going to submit this particular job with the simple CLI command. So let me open that. I got a job run, as you can see, job ID 00B. And now if I go to my Spark cluster over here you can see this job is now in the scheduled state, as you can see. And if I quickly go to my object store, inside the folder warehouse, I do not have any tables at this point. So let me pause the video, wait for the job to complete, and then we're going to resume it. Looks like the job is in the running state, as you can see from the console, right? If I refresh here, it is running. So let's see if you can see the logs. And here you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. Here you can see we were able to create the database. We are able to create this Hudi table. We were able to also insert data. Again, the job is running. So as the job runs, the print statement will update, of course. So now at this point, let's wait for a couple of more seconds. As you can see, it's still in the running state. Let's go to the object store and see if we do see some files, right? So I refresh here. I see a default. I see a table, Hudi index table. And here I see my Hive style partition, which is great. I see my Hudi folder, which is great. And I see the metadata associated with that. I also see the secondary index that is created, as you can see over here, secondary index underscore IDX underscore rider. And I also see my record level index. So you see how you can easily create indexes, drop indexes with the new Hudi 1.0. Let me refresh. The job is succeeded, as you can see. And if I try to see the logs quickly, usually sometimes the logs usually take a while, so gonna be a bit patient there. And let's go to std out. Look at that, man, just beautiful. Here you can see I'm able to also query that particular data, and also it's going to be much more efficient because it will skip files, it will do the partition pruning, etc. behind the scenes. So it's that easy. It's this is how you can use the new Hudi 1.0 on EMR serverless. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comment section below, and I would be more than happy to answer them. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and I will see you in the next video.